Hey Taylor, it's Kim Ressler. I'm so happy to be here with you at Lifetime Water and Wellness today. Thanks for having me down. I am Kim Ressler, CEO and founder of SNIP Nutrigenomics. Something I'm very passionate about, understanding you, the what, the why your body does what it does and what it doesn't do. In general, nutrigenomics hits the topic of pathways in your body that are actionable. In other words, we know that we can change and we can support it. So it's only one spoke in the wheel. We know lifestyle, what you eat, the water you drink, your mindset all play a role as well. But if we look at you as a whole and your body's ability to do specific things, some people inherit from their parents, not the ability as good as others. So what SNIP Nutrigenomics looks at is we look at actionable genes that we can change with nutrition. And we were just talking about detox. And one thing I think it's really important to understand, SNP looks at multiple actionable genes. Genes don't play alone. They play in symphony with each other. So it's like this big, beautiful band playing together versus just the trumpet. So you've probably heard about methylation. You've heard all these different categories, but one really specific, important one is detoxification. How your body, or the propensity for your body to be able to function. So we don't just do a report. We give a solution based on your genetics, knowing what science has said. We've got detox pathways. So let's talk about a couple of detox pathways. One would be the EPHX1. It's phase 1 detoxification, how we get rid of things through our body. Here's what I see all the time. Every day in every life, we are all, it's the air we breathe. We can't help it. It's going to have chemicals, pesticides, etc., and you're going to breathe it in. Do you have variants for the propensity for this gene to function optimally or not? Or a funny one, and sorry I'm going to mention this, Taylor, but think about it. Some people say, oh, I love a glass of wine, and that's something that you do to enjoy. But it's really interesting to find later in life, suddenly that one glass of wine gives you an absolute horrible headache. And you're like, it's not worth it. Okay, so this is what I've seen. When people have markers on this, those are the people, their bodies can't, the gene is not optimized. It's not functioning properly. So there is things, simple things to do to help your body. Now, if we're not detoxing, right, that can cause inflammation, that can cause additional. This is why it's one component that's really important, is how we detox. Another gene that we'll talk about that we actually can take and custom formulate on all this together, but is the GSTP1. It's your master glutathione gene. It's oxidative stress in our body. Oxidative stress, people are like, what's oxidative stress? Think about a nail. A nail, it sits outside and it ultimately corrodes. That's kind of what's happening in our bodies, whether we want to think that or not, but it does. But how do we support it? So layman's terms of this gene, it's how we detox, phase 2 detox, through our mucosal membrane. So, you know, if your body's not able to detox, then we start to see other things come in, such as inflammation, possibly stomach problems, anxiety, etc. We don't go to quote unquote disease state, but what we go to is understanding that if we can support and optimize the genetic expression for the body to do what it needs to do, the body does what it needs to do then. So Taylor, it was great to be here. I hope this helps with some of the detox. But we literally break all of the genes that we actually custom formulate into one, into a detox panel, so that you can see which genes, like I said, genes play multiple roles. So methylation is really important in detox too. It turns on and off everything. So it's not just one, it's this cascade, and we want to make it easily understandable that you don't have to be out there trying to learn a million different things and spending 26 hours a day in the 24-hour day on your health. We want to give you the roadmap to you, and detox is a really, really big one because we know inflammation is the root of all disease. So if you're not detoxing, the inflammation sets in. So again, Taylor, it was so great to be here today. I hope this educates and helps people a little bit further of understanding detox pathways as it relates to genetics.